After partaking in nitrous countless times, I've had a few thoughts about the characteristic high. To me, I think nitrous removes consciousness deep into your memories or deep into your body. Yet it can also connect you with the eternal present, often spoken of by spiritual masters. I always have an overwhelming feeling of nostalgia, partly serene and partly sad. I still can't figure out what I'm remembering. I think it's probably a great awe I have for life and all aspects of life. For instance, while in the nitrous consciousness, I thought about a Mack dump truck. I realized how my experience of it is only typical to my existence in this time on Earth. I've seen dump trucks on the highway all of my life, yet I've never thought of how precious that experience is. Another example I can remember happened when I was holding a previously discharged nitrous canister in my hand. It was still rather cold, somewhat frosty to the touch, but when I was high, I couldn't fully register the feeling of cold in my left hand. It was almost like I'm cold, hard, and solid. I felt like I knew what the consciousness of a rock was, cold, hard, solid. I felt like I knew exactly what rocks thought. Sometimes it's scary because it makes me feel like I'm gonna die. It's not me who's afraid to die, but my body. And I can feel it a lot if I do it many times. I get this overwhelming feeling of being a hedonist, and my body is telling me to stop. My body is apprehensive of the thought of dying, but the love that I sometimes experience almost makes me cry. One time when I was the nitrous consciousness, I was in my friend's car in a Wendy's drive-thru. While he was busy ordering food, I was looking at this little bush planted in a smallish median. It looked like nobody ever paid any attention to it, and I felt so sorry for it. I felt like I could cry. But the bush didn't care. It doesn't even think about that. It just lives in the now. It just exists, just like the feeling of the cold canister rock. It's best described as supreme being. Sometimes I wish I could switch off my conscious rational mind at will, because it seems like the more simpler an intelligence is, the more powerful it is. I know it sounds odd, but think about if you can remember when you're high.